How'd you feel about it, Jeff?
What?
How'd you feel about it?
What do you mean? It's early. I just got to rip one.
I know. How'd it feel?
I just got to rip one.
Felt good to get one out?
Yeah. 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 All right, Don. Let's get out of the rain. Yeah, I just had to rip one.
I'm hooked. I mean, if I hear or see an elk, it's going to be really bad. I'll be double hooked.
You see the one all the way out to the right,
Yeah.
sticking out? There's a lookout looking down over a ball right there. That's where he shot that one last year. Breakfast champions right here.
Sponsored by who? Stinger?
Yeah. Honey Stinger. Waffle. Put a pep in your step.
It's our campsite. Last night, we had a bull here and two, probably more like down in there. About 4 o'clock this morning, it sounded like there was one standing right there that just screamed, woke me up. And just now, we heard him around the corner down in here. They're closed.
That's why he made that sound he did. He's got a hollow with him most likely. Oh boy. Oh boy. Check your radio.
I'm encouraging all my friends, put this trip on your bucket list before you get so feeble that you can't. Is that not something?
Got their own way.
There's one right in front of it on the ground. Shots fired, but we're gonna be starving to death because I don't think we got any kind of grouse meat. The fellers are getting a picture of the black bear. Yeah, he's way out there. You can tell he's been in that one today. See how muddy the water is. Well, we're getting closer and closer. Seems like we found a bunch of those like that all up through this ridge. We've been in here. I don't know what time it is, probably 2. So we've been on this side for about 4 hours. I guess longer than that. We've probably been on this side about 5.5 hours. And we found several of those bogs like that, or wallows, I guess is what they call them. But that one has definitely been hit. You know, probably this morning, last night. So, the search continues. A lot of walking, a lot of prospecting, which is something I'm having to learn, because I'm not used to that. So, we've been doing a lot of walking, finding little places like this up on the side of a mountain. I mean, that looks like that. Yeah. Looks like that. Then you run up on a little, like an oasis, water coming out of the rock. They make a little wallow here and turn it into their little bedroom. There's another one just off of the bank down here. You can see Jeff pointing at it. I'd say it's going to go right down through here, circle around, and down below these rocks. So what do you think about it?
Find an elky sign. What I think?
Yeah.
I think hunting's good, killing's bad right now. But company's good, scenery's good, food's been pretty good. Bees bad.
Yeah, bees bad.
Ants bad. Bugles bad. Bugle at night, or bugle during the day. Bow hiking, 50-50. Tonto's dehydrated.
Yeah, I'm completely out.
Beekeeper's hot thirsty too.
Yeah. Alright. Well, if it looks like I'm kicked back taking it easy this evening, it's because I am. I fell in the creek a while ago, so my boots are wet, and I've done all my laundry, so my clothes are wet, and I opted to stay right here for the evening. And look at this view right here. I have no idea how many miles away that is, but it's a long ways. We've got a bull over on the other side of these rocks. Quite a ways away from there, but he's answered us twice right before daylight. So we've done walked about a mile. Hopefully we can get to him. Right over those dead logs. We're fixing to get busted. Man, a bull would do that. Yards, walking right to me. Single cow. She circled us, got her wind. So now she's up her barking. So we're moving. You can just hear it right then. Still trying to edge closer to where we heard the bugle this morning. Alright, we're at 11,000 feet right now. The air's a touch thinner. The terrain's a little more difficult. Oh my gosh.
Trophy. I have to watch my camera button. Yeah, okay. Wait, here you go again. Hang on, do I get to get up?
Gosh.
Okay. There. Now, there you go.
Look at that thing. Ain't he gorgeous? Oh man. It's crazy. Seeing things that we would not see anywhere else. That's for sure. Wonder how many natives took shelter under that thing.
Hawkins County, you know.
No, it's definitely not Hawkins County. Ain't she a beaut? Look at that. I love it. My feet won't fit. You know, I'll never see it again. That's what we just come off of. Right here. Can't really see. That big gorge down there.
That was a double fiction.
Double fiction.
Yep.
All
Double
right.
fiction and one big monster
gulch.
Moose.
We did
Yeah,
see.
dry gulch. Yeah.
Hey.
That hoofty there would make you take back things you never stole.
That's just a good warm up right there.
Yeah. Take a good lathering right there. You go up there and get yourself a good lather if you want to take a hoof up there. Yeah.
Look at that thing. He's a beast. Alright, there goes our hunters. Today's the cameraman's day off. And it's, I think, day 11. And it's probably about, I don't know, 25. We really don't know. But I know that our water is frozen. We stepped out this morning, we didn't hear anything last night. Usually this whole meadow down through here, we've been able to hear bulls bugle. And yesterday evening, right at dark, we heard some coyotes over here. And after that, usually, well, the other night when they were bugling, coyotes yelped, howled a few times, and that was it. No more bugles. So we didn't hear anything last night, but we stepped out from our campsite, which is right up in those pines. And Jeff bugled one time just to see what would happen, and happened to look across a meadow about 500 yards and seen a elk in the edge of the woods. So they've took out after it, and there's a big rock here that I'm sitting on that's right out in the middle of this meadow, which is where I'd planned on spending this morning anyway. So now I have a reason kind of to sit out here other than to watch this phenomenal sunrise and view that I have. So anyway, that's what's happening on day 11, backcountry of Colorado. There's our guys, and about right here is where we've seen the elk. Standing right in the edge right there. So look at this view. While I'm telling you, my fingers are about froze. But look at that. Ain't that something? Alright, well, I'm going to give you a run through of what elk camp looks like here. This is our third setup. Our first one was back that way, 400 or 500 yards, I guess. We picked up about after 4 days, I think, or on the fourth day, and we moved about an hour away, 45 minutes away. Hiked back in there, set up. We call it the desert because there was nothing but rocks for a lot of it, but hunted that for about 3 or 4 days, and then we've been back here. So I'll give you a quick run through of what this camp looks like. We'll start with my setup. You can see all my mess inside. Got my clothes. This tent's took a beating through the week, past 4 or 5 days, but it's holding up pretty good. Got my backpack hanging here. Got some laundry hanging out. My food bag's about empty, but I keep it underneath this vestibule on this side, along with my backpack during the night. Then got some socks hanging in a tree. There's a pair of boots. Then the elk team, this is where they sleep, and they hang a lot of stuff on limbs. They're gone right now. Got a water bladder we use hanging here on the back of the tree. We'll cook with it. So I've got their fly. Took it off this morning and laid it out to dry out in the tree, so it's dry. Just put it up. And then they've got some storage bags hanging up. Then here's our rain fly. We use this as our little gathering spot. And so at night time when we eat, here you can see our cooking stuff. We'll gather around underneath this thing and eat. Here's our other water bladder, and that one's easier to get water out of. We can just turn the nozzle and get water. There's my coffee cup. Down here is some more laundry hanging in the trees, and here's our campfire. Alright, so that's the grand tour of our elk camp, and it ain't spectacular, but it's kept us warm and dry.